Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And some room to work. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Crispin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Canes want to move quickly. Going to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the left side. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense will have to use it. The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the... And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Woof. That's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy,
It's a seam wide open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
and as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll return it.
All right, not ideal. All right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, give on the inside. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The running back has it. Determined run, but he's stopped at the 2 yards, down at the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Here he goes. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Toss to the outside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Castro. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on him, and they're already off to a great start.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Gets the back moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Rides to the back. Finding an escape route. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll immediately call timeout. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit up. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Castro. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. And wings it incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Castro. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. There he goes to the right. The 20. Pass to 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Castro. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castro. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to throw. It's Castro. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Trying to get the corner. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air, it's Castro. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes a pass to Marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Power football with the run. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be over.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Castro. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Get set. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step... throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Makes the grab. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Trying to surge it in. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO, and he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick release by the QB. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the back. Dumps it off in the flats. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Still running at the 40. Turns on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Castro. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Castro. It's complete to the right. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, I know he didn't get the first down, but how about the effort by that guy there? He was doing everything in his power to try to make as many people miss as possible to get that first down. Just wasn't able to do it, but man, you love to see your players fighting like that.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Castro. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. And the Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Turning it on. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown Caves. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by just 2 over UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So after